Her boss's voice came to the phone, sharp, breathless, and trembling with urgency. "Get to your wife's office. Now." No explanation. No context. Just that raw edge that told me something was terribly wrong. I didn't ask questions. I grabbed my keys and ran. The city blurred around me as I sped through traffic, horns blaring, lights streaking red and white. My heartbeat wasn't even a rhythm anymore. It was a single unbroken sound, pounding in my ears like a warning I couldn't silence. When I pulled up to the building, red and blue lights painted the glass walls in pulses. Police filled the lobby. Radios hissed. Someone shouted orders. One of her co-workers found me outside. She was crying, shaking so hard her words barely came out. "Don't go up there," she whispered, clutching my arm. "Please don't." But I went anyway. I pushed past the officers, ignoring the voices calling after me, and took the stairs 2 at a time. I already knew something had gone wrong, but knowing and seeing are never the same thing. Her office door was cracked open, a strip of yellow tape hanging loose, waiting to be sealed. I slipped inside before anyone could stop me. Chaos. Paper scattered across the floor, like a storm had passed through. Her purse had spilled, lipstick, keys, receipts scattered everywhere. 2 coffee mugs lay on the carpet, tipped over and empty, but it was the silence that stopped me. She wasn't there, and neither was he. A detective appeared in the doorway, his hand raised for me to leave. That's when I saw it. The photo frame on the ground, the glass cracked but the picture clear. My wife, smiling next to her boss, his hand too close on her shoulder, her body leaning into him, not away. I told myself it meant nothing. A photo, a moment, but her co-workers' tears outside hadn't been fear. They'd been guilt. Something inside me cracked. The first fractured denial. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I became quiet, careful, methodical. I started keeping track. The late nights, the sudden business trips, the way she always set her phone face down. When she slept, I searched. Her call log, her emails, deleted messages she thought were gone. Each discovery another splinter beneath my skin. And then I found it, a hotel receipt, paid in cash, 2 blocks from her office. No record in the company books. The rage that rose inside me wasn't fire. It was something colder, denser. I smiled through dinners, kissed her cheek when she left for meetings, played the part so perfectly she never saw the storm building behind my eyes. Then I ordered the DNA test. Quietly, toothbrushes, hair strands, a sample from our daughter. I told myself it was cruel, that I was paranoid. But once the seed of doubt takes root, it grows until it strangles everything else. Evenings at home became theater, her laughter rehearsed, her affection calculated. And I became her audience of one, waiting for the final act. The envelope arrived on a Thursday. Plain, thin, harmless looking. Inside were 2 pages, clinical, absolute. Our daughter wasn't mine. I read it once. Then again, my pulse didn't rise. My breathing didn't quicken. Everything inside me simply stopped. That night, I placed a report on the kitchen counter beside her half-finished glass of wine. When she came home, cheeks flushed with another excuse, she froze at the sight of it. Her hands trembled as she opened it. I watched the color drain from her face, watched the lie die in her throat before it even reached her lips. "I can explain," she whispered. I said nothing. My silence was the sharpest blade I owned. The next morning, I went to her office, walked in without knocking. Her boss looked up, startled, until I set the papers on his desk. He read them once, and his face collapsed under the weight of understanding. He didn't look at me. He didn't have to. He knew. Moments later, she rushed in, frantic. When she saw the report in his hands, she broke. Tears, apologies, desperate pleas. "Please," she choked out. They meant nothing. I stood between them, steady, unmoved. Revenge, I realized, doesn't need to shout. It only needs to exist. I left the papers on his desk and walked out. I didn't take them. I didn't take anything. At home, I packed in silence. Upstairs, her daughter, slept peacefully, the faintest smile on her face. I kissed her forehead once, not as a father saying goodbye, but as a man releasing something that was never his to keep. Then I left, not with anger, with something heavier. Finality. Some betrayals explode. Mine whispered, quietly hollowing me out piece by piece until nothing was left to break. And when the whisper finally stopped, what filled the silence wasn't grief. It was freedom. I closed the door behind me, certain I would never open it again. Because some truths don't destroy you. They release you.